like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game.
Town Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel, the Denver Broncos. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now a give, right side. Swift will wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. Y'all waiting? Right there, 54 miles. Too low,
On 2nd down now, Swift trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Breeze. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against, but you and I both.
And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball. And that way, you often control the game.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that's caught by Beasley. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now Locke on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Mike 54.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Rip right. Whip. Watch the whip. Watch safety green.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it.
Back to you. Exit. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the pass. Let's go.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And able to find Green. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Go. Big grip.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Swift. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
53.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. It's caught, Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
First down, Buffalo.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 6-0 our score after one. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, yellow lady. Like my boy. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
And again this time to the tailback. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Here's Breeze to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Get it.
Off the bootleg. Lock. They'll roll him out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Bills.
Ready, 95, 56. 54, Mike. I got you, pump.
On 1st down, Swift, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Breeze. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
11. Check, right 21, check. Orbit.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
49 the mic. Watch 49. Silver.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his man here. It's Green. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Set. 10-2 stop.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Bandit. Mike's 54.
Go.
Mike's 54.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Block taking the snap at 1. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. Throwing on first down is Locke. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On the set.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I can't believe they let you play.
Yep.
They didn't let you play.
Let's go.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Down. 50, plant. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check. Pilot, 64. Weak. Check. 2.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the bootleg. Block. He'll find Lindsey here. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
Get it.
Off the bootleg. Block. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Alpha. You think you gonna get this? 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
Throwing his lock on third down. And that's complete. It's Green here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsey. Broncos push further out in front. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2.
Hey, let go. You're out.
From the gun, it's locked. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Next drive, and their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Go. Hey, kill. Check Mike 54. Hey, wahoo. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Throwing now is Breeze. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Kill. Hey, check Mike 21.
Breeze now. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
On the ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
And he stopped immediately there. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
I'm scared. Check 13. Check 13. Now.
Looking to throw on second down. Lock. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Let's get off the move. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. He runs. Now. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Ready.
They look to throw. It's locked. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Broncos send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
Ready. Little lady. Check Mike 21. I'm coming.
On first down, Swift. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Breeze. And that's complete to Croft. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day, just like that.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, G. All day, defense.
To throw is Breeze. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Watch the slats, watch the 13.
On first down, Breeze. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down, Swift. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Bills on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Breeze. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Bradley Chubb, and the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Another run by Lindsey. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Big stop, let's go.
Take 4, take 4.
Hey, Haywood. 54's Mike, 54's Mike. Let's go.
To throw in his lock. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Broncos send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line. So it'll come out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Let's get the ball.
On first down, Swift. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "What was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
A tackle made by Todd Davis. Throwing on second down, Breeze. And this one caught by Beasley. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Breeze going to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Sammy!
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Hey, box truck.
Breeze now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Go. Let's get that ball right here. Get it.
They'll go again with Lindsey. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Down. 18 Gator. Check. Watch 54. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Denver, it's a rare bright spot as they move to 3.